Guys, Spoofy here with TheCardGuyz. First and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to Super Games. It's Two Video Tuesday, so be sure to check them out and everything. I'm going to have their link in the outro. SuperGamesInc.com. The link will be in the description as well. Today's video, for the first video or the second, whichever one this gets uploaded as, we're going to be talking about Qliphort Turbo, otherwise known as Towers Turbo, otherwise known as Wavering Deck. Now, oh my goodness, guys, this deck is actually pretty crazy. I was actually about to buy the deck from Demarie, and then as we were riding home from Nationals, he looks at this card and says, holy shit, I have to keep this card. I have to keep this deck because this card is nuts. Now, if you guys don't know what Wavering Eyes does, you've been living in a rock. This past weekend in Euros, I believe like 8 of them, 6, 7, 8 of them, top 32 or top 64 or something, one of them including Benedict. You guys know Benedict is one of the best, I believe, one of the best Qliphort players in the game, other than like Rosti, who's his name? Rosti and Demarie. I think those are like probably the 3 best Qliphort players. And Tweedy. I think those are the 4 best Qliphort players. Tweedy, Demarie, Rosti, and Benedict. So I want to read you this card's effect. If I happen to have some special editing somewhere, I might put it in here. I'll have the effect in the description below as well. It looks like this. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I'm going to turn the camera around just to make sure you guys can see it. It looks just like this. It's a really crappy picture with the light and everything. But I'm going to go ahead and read the effect so I can tell you guys what it does and everything. Let me see if this is fine. It is. Cool. Alright, so the effect of Wavering Eyes is, it's a quick play spell card. Now, the card states, destroy any cards, as many cards in each player's Pendulum Zones as possible. Okay? Then apply these effects in sequence depending on how many cards you destroyed by this effect. Now, if you're playing the mirror match, you can get up to 4 effects, obviously, because there's 4 pendulum placements on the mats, pretty much. So if you destroy 1, inflict 500 points of direct damage to your opponent. Pretty good already. Okay, it's decent. 2 or more. If you destroy 2, you can add 1 Pendulum Monster from your main deck to your hand. Scout. So if you destroy 2 of yours and activate it, you get a free Scout. So it just turbos a Scout to your hand, like real talk. Then 3 or more, you can banish 1 card on the field. That's pretty good. And then 4 or more, you can add 1 Wavering Eyes from your deck to your hand. Guys, that's insane. Now, first and foremost, let's just think about the first one, 500. Sure, it burns for damage, so it's pretty good in the Qliphort mirror match already. And then on top of that, you can, if you have a scale, then he has a scale. You can play your Wavering Eyes, chain it to his or whatever, destroy everything, and then you get the effects and not him, which is pretty cool. You add a Scout to your hand. The deck is pretty much revolved around summoning towers. Now I'm going to have a link in the description below of the deck that I saw that I really like the most. It wasn't Benedict's, it was another guy that came in top 16, and his friend came in top 32. They played the exact main deck card for card. Pretty much it's every single Qliphort card at 3. And then you played like triple duality, triple upstart, or triple, it's like triple summoner's art, trade-ins, and all this other stuff, and it's pretty nutty. And literally it has a 90% success rate of summoning towers, which is pretty insane. Like, you just happen to open up all the nut, and then you play Wavering Eyes, search, Scout, Pendulum, everything, go towers, and you win, unless you already opened towers. And nobody right now is playing a towers out. That's why I think a lot of people decided to play this deck over any other deck, because nobody really had an out to towers right now. I think like the only deck that really has a real out to towers is Teller Knights. And Necros in some occasions if you go Unicore. When you summon Unicore, search the dragon bitch. What's it called? Decisive Armor. That's like literally it. So you literally have to have Unicore. You have to have Kaleidoscope, Unicore, and then off the Herald search your Decisive Armor, and then you might win. But that's even then. Like, no, actually not even then. You literally have to go Trish. You literally have to Trish them and then Valk them because they lose 5 or 300 or something like that. So I mean, like, you literally have to. There's really not that many outs in the game, and even then, like, it's really hard to get around towers to begin with. Like, it's unaffected by anything. You get a card out of the hand. That's insane to begin with. So the deck is pretty much based around just summoning towers, and you don't play any back row unless you side deck that. I saw a lot of people side decking it, but it's just pretty much just straight in your face. I'm drawing a Qliphort most of the turns. I'm going to search everything, play Wavering Eyes, get my scout. Everything goes to the Pendulum Zone. If you already have towers in your hand, do scout. Do scout monolith, pendulum summon 3, go towers, search 3 at the end phase. You play 3 into the void as well. Not to mention that card's pretty crazy because you can resolve void, and when you have no cards in hand, then you can draw 3 for the effect of tower or the effect of monolith. So that deck in general, I think, came from a playing field right now that you had to tech the heck out of. Tech the heck. That's funny. You had to really tech your Qliphort deck to do well. As you saw in Demarier's deck list, he main decked the Thunder King and 2 mistakes. And now you see this deck evolve from something like a stun deck to something pretty much, I'm getting towers out and you're losing. Now, that's insane. Now, tell me what you guys think of this deck. I think it's pretty nutty. I plan on, getting the deck and testing it because Wavering Eyes is stupid, to say the least, and I think that deck is crazy, and I think that Wavering Eyes pretty much solidifies that Scout might get the 1. You never know, and I think that card is the nut, like, to say the least, and I think that you guys might want to try it out for yourself. Look at this deck list down in the description below. Just tell us what you guys think of the whole concept of 90% towers. That's crazy. You're going to see the outro in a minute. We got a new outro made by Yugi Mation. Thanks a lot, Cody. It means a lot that you made that for myself and Noah and everybody in the team. It's going to be our outro for a while. And check out the banner. The banner looks pretty sick as well. It's got myself and Noah on it. That's pretty much it. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, rewind it again, watch it again, and leave a like because I know you're going to like it the second time. But that's pretty much it for me, guys. I'm Spoofy with TheCardGuyz, and we'll see you later. Peace. I got a single digit budget, $100 raise.